Regarding universal search, which has been a relatively new thing, do you believe that that has made the search results more relevant or less relevant? There are some that say that it's just providing not necessarily the most relevant information.
Yeah, so I see the argument from folks who say that it's less relevant. And definitely, if you want to go and look at individual examples, you can find lots and lots of examples where the results are less relevant. However, in my mind, the people who, I mean, your search engineers, your UI testers, your quality raters, they are extremely smart people. I mean, we're talking about, you know, a wealth of massively intelligent human beings, and ones who are extremely concerned with quality control. If it really was the case that universal search lowered relevance and lowered users' happiness, overall happiness with the search results, there's no way it would get in. Just no way at all. And thus, my feeling is it must be doing a good job at least, if not a great job. And I think for many searches, it is doing a great job.
Well, then, do you believe that it becomes then more important to create multimedia content, such as press releases, videos, images, blogs, that type of thing?
Absolutely, inordinately so, right? I mean, if you don't have your business listed in the local search engines, right, which you can submit to MSN through their third-party provider and Yahoo and Google directly, you know, you're missing out on those results. If you're not if you have structured data that you can put in Google Base for recipes or flights or whatever information is in there, get it in there. You know, if you can be in product search for Microsoft, product search for Yahoo, you know, product search, which used to be Frugal for Google. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. I mean, you really should be including yourself. And if not, your competitors are going to take advantage of that, and you're going to miss out on it. So do it.
So for the average small business, creating either multimedia or link bait in other forms, what do you tell that small business? Go out and start making videos, or?
I think it's a matter of where is the lowest hanging fruit, and you keep working your way up, right? So when a new small business launches, local is probably the first thing on the table. And then if they say, you know, I do a lot of kitchen remodeling, and a friend of mine was working on a kitchen remodeling site, and he was telling me, oh my God, Rand, you will not believe it. Everyone says Google image traffic is useless. Mm-hmm. Our kitchen remodel site, that is, you know, 20% of their traffic, but it's some of their highest converting traffic because people find those images and then they say,
kitchen.
That's my, yeah, exactly.
That's
and so,
very interesting.
You know, for them, that's low-hanging fruit, right? That's something to really work on, to get their images up there, to get people to use them, to spread them around. They started using Flickr, you know, to post their photos so that people would find them on Flickr when they did searches there.
Right.
Great ideas, you know, really, really smart folks. For some folks, it might be Google Base and the structured data there. Obviously, for anyone who's doing e-commerce, it's going to be product search at the least. When you get into an area like video, like, I really want my multimedia content to rank, and, you know, with Universal, the YouTube videos or the Google videos are ranking in there. Yeah, I mean, it can be worthwhile, but I think it's probably, for very few folks, is it right at the baseline of what you should start with.
Right.
It's one of those things where, hey, you establish your business, you start doing great with your search traffic, you want to do a little bit more, you want to do a little extra, sure, hop into it. You know, I think, you know, we showed that video can be effective.
Regarding the future of search, one of the most interesting things I've seen recently are the sneak peeks in Ask. And how do you see the face of search changing in the future?
So I think that Ask, you know, their whole 3D interface with the images down one side and, you know, query refinements on the other side, and news and video and yada yada, is pretty darn exciting. I mean, I was thrilled when, I think, who was it? I think Patrick from Ask was at SMX, and we were at the Google party, and he's like, come here, I want to show you something. Right, and he sits me down and he's showing me Ask 3D, which is about to launch the next morning. And he's like, okay, try this. Search for Pearl Jam. You search for Pearl Jam. And then there's a bunch of tracks, right? And so I click on Better Man, and it just starts playing. It plays like a little 20-second clip of the track.
From the search results.
From the search results. Very hard for me to say that is not a fantastic search experience. Now, the fact that as soon as I add, you know, 2 or 3 more words to the query and I go into the long tail, Ask's index and their rankings and stuff are not that great, means that Ask is probably not an everyday engine yet. But I definitely think you're going to see Google and Yahoo and Microsoft all taking cues from the success of that project, and at least the success of the buzz around that
Right.
project to influence the way that search results look.
Well, Rand, I certainly appreciate your time today. I know you're a very busy man,
problem.
but you've got a lot of knowledge to share, and you've definitely shared some of that today.
My pleasure.
So thank you very much.
No problem. Take care.